change that button. What's going on, everybody? We on bldradio.com. I am the Connect, and every Wednesday on bldradio.com, we having conversations with the Connect, who is me. Yeah. So, to start everything off tonight, I just want to reiterate this really, really dope blanket drive that I have going on. Um, it began November the 1st. So from November the 1st to December the 1st, I'm collecting blankets. All right. And so it's real simple. It's real simple. Number one, other like Walmart, Five and Below, even the Dollar Tree now, the Dollar Tree didn't change this whole little layout. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was really upset at first that I had to pay $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, but I'm okay now. Like, I'm good now. Like, I'm okay with it. I have come to terms with it. But ever since they raised their prices, the stuff just keep getting better and better. I ain't gonna lie to you, the Dollar Tree is like one of my guilty pleasures. Like, I go to Dollar Trees in different neighborhoods because different neighborhoods have different things. So that's just me though. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, BLD radio station is one of the drop off locations for the blanket drive that I'm having. I actually came today with my blanket. This look, it's so nice. Look, hold on, I want y'all to see. I want everybody to see. Y'all see this nice, beautiful blanket. It says 555 because I need y'all to know that it doesn't cost that much to support a great cause. You know what I'm saying? BLD radio station. It's in Doraville. Cutie Nails and Spa is located in Midtown Atlanta, 547 10th Street. If you go and donate a blanket, new, let's say, we're not going to say like old or used, let's just say new blankets. Let's do new blankets. The goal is to collect 100 blankets. I know that we can do it. There's only 20 blankets per site. So I said the BLD radio station, Cutie Nails and Spa in Midtown Atlanta, Unlimited Ink Studios in Riverdale, Georgia. Shout out to the official ink lady. If you book a tattoo with the ink lady during this month, the blanket donation is included in the booking, which is totally dope. I appreciate you for that, sis. We have Slay with Daughters. A natural hair salon is located in Jonesboro. Shout out to Danetta. Appreciate all the love and support. We have Vibe Out ATL. Milk, I got to get up with you. And yeah, those are just the places where you can go drop off blankets. It's for a great cause for anybody who's like, all right, so like, where are these going? Like, what you gonna do? You just gonna collect blankets and pass them out to homeless people? It's very organized. I like organization. I'm a Virgo. I like organization. I like structure. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I've worked so many different jobs. I had so many past lifetimes, but I used to work at Families First, a nonprofit called Families First. Shout out to Families First. I used to work in a second chance home, so I worked with teenage mothers and their children, helping them navigate that. Then I got promoted, and I was a life coach in the independent living program through Families First. And I just keep contact with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's random, just hear somebody else maybe you used to work with, or somebody you used to vibe out with, or somebody you just care about and you miss them and you thought about them just to see, like, are you okay? How you doing? And that's pretty much what happened. So my good friend Kim Blassingame, she still works at Families First, and so I partnered with her. So she is over a program called the Navigator Program. And the Navigator program, they're helping families, find resources as well as housing and things that they may need. Believe it or not, is a lot of families that are facing homelessness, and it's sad. That's sad to see a whole family is, homeless. So what I'm trying to do is just give them a little warmth and a little hope. If I had to summarize everything, and so everything that we collect, we got the blanket drop going on, we got the blanket drop off, but they're also in need of cleaning supplies and toiletries. So it's a holiday season. Help families stay warm. Just give a little bit. If you can, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say this. If you cool with me, this is a Memphis saying. If you cool with me, and you fool with me, donate a blanket. If you like, dang, Angelica, I want to donate a blanket, but I don't live in Georgia. Man, cash at me, make the cash app blanket donations. I go buy the blanket for you. You know what I'm saying? And I still give you a credit. Like show me like donating the blanket and like shout out to such and such. They couldn't be here physically, but they sent me a cash app. And listen, this is bigger than everybody. This is about helping people. This is about families. This is about what I'm saying. I hate seeing people covered up in cardboard boxes. So a lot of times when you don't like to see something and you have the ability to change it, then I encourage you to do so. So that's what I'm doing. So the first annual Connect with the Connect blanket drive is currently going on. My cash app is $ I am the Connect. Capital I, lowercase a m, capital T, lowercase he, capital C, lowercase ONNECT. I am the Connect. So if you want to, donate to get blankets that way, we can. Um, Everything is going to these families. Everything we're doing is going to these families, and just helping them as much as we can. And I just want to see you, grow and for it to be a continuous partnership. What's up, Aiden? How you doing? Love you too. Yeah. And so that's what we're doing. The blanket drive. So once again, if you just shout out to everybody who just hopped on Instagram, get the Walmart, get the five. I got this beauty from Five Below. And I know this is how I know it's cute. This how you know you got a good blanket when you want to keep it for yourself. This how you know you did a good job. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, yeah. So donate blankets, man, for sure. All right. And so like I said, every Wednesday I'm on bldradio.com. Normally we have a guest. And so if you're interested in coming in and being a guest, the only dates available for the rest of this month, November the 23rd. Other than that, we're pretty much booked and busy and ready to, open up December and see what's going on with that. So if you're interested in coming on for an interview, reach out to me, call me, email me, you can DM me. Shout out to everybody who DMing me though. Like I'm meeting a lot of cool people through the DMs. They slide in the DMs. They're like, "Yo, I love your content. Yo, I want to come." Like I got people. Rich Prince at the end of the month. Rich Prince at the end of the month is coming on the show. He's from artist from Miami, Florida. So I'm excited about that. So it's cool that people coming out of town and they like, "Yo, I'm trying to hop on the show," and I'm like, "Yeah, come on, let's do it. Let's do it." Conversations with the Connect. What's up, Aaron? If you guys want to come if you guys want to call in and comment on the conversation, the phone number is here is 470-708-1833. I'm good. So tonight I'm gonna really need y'all to chime in on the conversation. The whole point of the show initially was number one, it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy hump day. I want to help you get over that hump in a positive and an encouraging way. You know what I'm saying? Also, I want you to be able to engage with me or engage on the topics that we're talking about. So something that has been a reoccurring theme with me personally, I always talk from personal experience. Like I'm not sharing stories and oh my God, I can't believe you exposed me. None of that is going on. This is just me, my real life, my real interactions, my real conversations. And so I want to talk about just overall effective communication. Now, I'm not gonna sit up here and tell y'all that I'm a communication guru because I'm not. But I've seen the effects of me not communicating as much as I could, if that makes sense. All right. So let's start out with just talking about communication at work. All right. I know y'all like communication at work. You ain't got no job. I have several jobs. I have a whole bunch of jobs, and I've worked a whole bunch of jobs. So I've worked with so many different personalities, people, so many different staff members. Shout out to everybody I ever worked with and all the staff that I've ever led. Like shout out to y'all for sure. I learned so much with communication, with just working with so many different personalities. The first thing I want to talk about is being passive aggressive. Passive aggressive communication. I don't like it. I don't like when people are passive aggressive. Actually, those are the type of people I don't even talk to for real because like I'm super direct, and sometimes it's hard for people to take me. But at the same time, thank you. At the same time, I it's hard for me not to be any other way. Um, we live in a very sensitive word. Well, I'm sorry, a very sensitive world. So you have to be very mindful of what you say and how you say it with certain topics. But I think overall, you should just be mindful of how you say what you say anyway. The same, the message. Sometimes if the delivery is poor, ain't nobody listen to what you said because who you talking to? Like who is you talking to? Like for real, stop playing with. Like who are you talking to? And so that's how things go left really, really quick. A lot of conflicts can really be. They don't even really have to happen if the communication is what it needed to be. It's all about communication and saying things in an appropriate way at the appropriate time. A lot of people don't know how to read the room, baby. You gotta know when it's not a good time to say something, and when you need to. Hey, it's just heavy on my heart. Can I pull you to the side? Can we have a conversation? You know what I'm saying? Um. So, what I learned at work. Number one, never listen to hearsay. Hearsay is like he say, she say. Well, I heard this. Well, such and such said this. You know when your back was turned. Man, listen. You ain't gotta listen to none of that. Like what? Like if such and such has a problem with you, such and such needs to come address you. If you are somebody who knows how to handle or just go ahead and tackle a challenging conversation without it becoming confrontational, I encourage you to do that. People be like having all this bent up animosity, and you didn't even know y'all was beefing. You thought y'all everything was cool. You thought you had a good job. You thought you was doing a good job the whole time. Everybody talking shit. Like I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like how in certain work situations, like when every time I say we, I'm talking about like black people because like this is like this is what it. This I mean I'm black, so I don't know, but like I just feel like why are we in competition? Like, why are you trying to pretend to be my friend and you don't really like me? Like, why are you trying to be out of my business and only to go back and tell everybody my business? And why you want to hang out with me outside of work and do all this different stuff only to try to set me up on some weird shit? Like, no, no, it's okay to leave some of folks at work. It's some work environments where you spend more time at work than, especially my last job, spend more time at work than you do at your actual house with the actual people that you know and actually love you. It's a facade. Those folks do not care about you. If you quit tomorrow, your job gonna be posted by Friday. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you just communicating and talking to the right people in the right way and knowing that like some people gonna be for you and you can have deep conversations and be vulnerable and tell your business if that's what you like to do. But it's other people, they wanna see you fail. They don't wanna see you win. They don't like how you do like people be mad at you because of how other people like you. Why you mad at me? Because they love me. Well, I ain't do nothing. Don't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, with me, just know this. If you say, man, forget Harris or forget Angelica, da 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 da, Angelica, da 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 da. If my good friend or whoever comes to me, and I feel like me and you, now this the only way, this the only, Aiden, get off my, listen, Aiden, Instagram, Aiden, you gotta chill out. I'm doing my radio show. Chill out, Aiden. If it get back to me and I actually care about you, I'm gonna go right to you. Hey, you good? Everything going on? You want to talk to me about something? No, what you mean? Everybody be acting delirious. What you mean? No, I ain't got nothing to talk about. Are you sure? Because why am I hearing and then just say whatever you heard? Stick to the facts. Why am I hearing? Fill in the blank. A lot of times, majority of the times, people gonna lie. They're gonna be like, man, I ain't never said no. I would never. When they start talking like that, just know they're guilty. And know that you might have to either not talk to them no more, or you need to filter what you say to this person because you can't trust. You know what I'm saying? That person. And so, like, I just feel like trust is a big part of communication. Because if I feel like I can't trust you, then why would I talk to you? If I don't trust you, I'm not going to tell you my business. If I don't trust you, I'm not going to go in business with you. Um, Trust is so tricky because it takes so long to build a rapport and build a trusting relationship, and then in the blink of an eye, everything will be gone just based off. Sometimes a lot of times it's off of missed conversations. Like missed conversations are the worst. Like anytime like somebody just rubbed you the wrong way, first make sure you emotionally regulated. Because if you mad as hell, how you gonna have a conversation? How you gonna talk? Everything is emotionally charged. You're not thinking with your rational mind. You're thinking with your emotional mind. And man, when you're really super duper emotional, you say things that you don't mean, and some of them things cut or hurt deeply. Then you look at crazy when you calm down and you just like, oh, okay, now I can just think clear thoughts. Now you don't have no friend no more. Now you don't have no girlfriend no more. Now you don't have no boyfriend no more. Now you don't have a job anymore because you was too emotionally charged and didn't know how to communicate your feelings effectively. Why is this topic important? Why am I bringing it up? Why am I talking about it? The reason I'm talking about it is I know so many people, like, it doesn't matter the age. We're not just talking about kids in middle school, kids in high school, young adults. We're talking about everybody. Like, this is like a problem. Like, people do not know how to communicate effectively. Now, I don't want you to, man, if somebody's thinking, like, man, you da 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 da, I am a work in progress. The way that I learned how to communicate effectively is from me not communicating effectively. Does that make sense? How I learned how to do something is because I wasn't doing something. And so first you gotta acknowledge, like in communications and relationships, when you're talking to somebody, you have to acknowledge the role you play in different situations and different things and different scenarios and things like that. And so if you aren't the best communicator but you want to get better at it, you have to practice. It's like a skill. You have to practice. You have to be able to talk about your feelings and explain things. And sometimes we often get frustrated. I know I do. I'm not gonna even hold you. When you feel like you were explaining something and that person just don't get it, and you've been saying the same thing in different ways and like for like 5 minutes straight, and that person just you might need to stop talking to that person for a while and take a step back so you don't get upset because I could just be talking all day, but if you lack comprehension, I might as well go over there and talk to the wall because that's just a waste. That's just a waste of time. That's just a waste of time. You got to understand that everybody is not on your like what they say. Common sense is not common. So what you think should be like, you don't get that. You don't understand. A lot of people don't get it or understand, but they won't speak up and be like, "Yo, I really don't understand." Or can you try to break it down a different way? They'll just pretend. And in a lot of conversations where things go left, they're primarily because people talk to respond and they're not actively listening. So if you have a problem, an issue, a concern, or anything of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Make sure when you talk to somebody about whatever you talk to, you give them eye contact. Hey, can we talk? Yeah, what's going on? Give them eye contact. So I listen. That indicates I respect what you're saying. I'm listening to what you're saying. We're eye to eye. Like a lot of people won't even look you in your eye and talk to you. Like I'm not gonna talk to nobody who can't look me in my eye. Like that's just weird to me. Like no, no, I'm not doing that. Also, when you communicate, especially when it's tough, use I feel statements. I feel like I probably could have said that in a different way. That's my bad. Like, it's not saying that you don't feel the feelings that you had when you said it. It's just saying the message could have been carried out in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Um, when you don't communicate at all, something happens and you don't communicate, you just leave people to assume. You just leave them to assume. And assumptions, that's bad. Don't leave nobody out here assuming stuff. That's terrible. That's terrible. And I'm guilty of that myself, man. Like life is just be moving so fast and like yeah, y'all have no idea. Like, I really need to just have a camera around me. There's so many moving pieces going on. And sometimes I do forget to communicate as effectively as I should. I'm not always a good friend. My phone is off and on do not disturb. I reply to text messages in my head, but not physically. Like it's a lot going on, and people say things like, "Man, I know you see my text message. You got an iPhone." I did see your text message. I just forgot to respond, or I thought I responded, or it was in my head. But like, I'm from a I'm an '80s baby at heart, so I would rather talk my. Like, how do y'all prefer like talk like communicating? For me, I don't want to like we going through something, or we gotta have a challenging conversation, or we have to have a tough talk, or you know how it is. Come to Jesus meeting, intervention, whatever, however you want to say it. I prefer to talk. I prefer to talk. If we can't talk face to face, if that's a barrier with that, FaceTime me. I want to see your face. I want to know how you said what I don't want. I want it to be no miscommunication. I want to talk to you, or just call me on the phone. I'm a talker. I like to talk. I like to talk for leisure, but also to understand. Like like I don't want to leave with a lack of understanding because it's okay to agree to disagree. You're not gonna always agree with people with the things that they say. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean you gotta get ugly, you gotta get mad, gotta get upset, gotta act. You ain't gotta do none of that stuff. People oftentimes don't know how to say things the right way. You know what I'm saying? But what we're not gonna do is keep pacifying poor communication. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna keep being like, "Hey, girl, that's just how she is." Well, I don't like that. She not the one for me. Then I don't. You know how he is, man. He needs to learn how to communicate. Open up his mouth and talk. Like we have to get away from like letting people feel comfortable saying and doing stuff that we don't agree with just because they've been doing it for so long and accepting it, and that's not cool. Like it's not cool to accept something just like no, fuck that. Like no, no, no. You're grown. Talk to me. Have a conversation with me. What's up? Look me face to face. Like tell me what's going on. Tell me how I made you feel. What did I do to make you feel the way that you feel? A lot of times people be mad. This shit don't got nothing to do with you. No, it don't got nothing to do with you, but they upset about something totally different and they projecting their feelings on you. And I don't, I feel like I don't deserve that. So don't be projecting nothing on me. What I do? Tell me what I did. Like, that's what would be hard for me. Like, tell me what I did. Somebody told me one time, like, sometimes you just gotta apologize, even though, you probably don't feel like you did something out the way to somebody, but just apologize to just like keep things going. It's been so many times that I had to apologize for stuff, and after I apologize, I feel crazy. Like I didn't even do nothing to this man. Like what, what, what's going on? Like am I crazy? No, it's not that. Sometimes like you just have to like agree to disagree. And that's what I be saying. Listen, man, I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you. Let's just agree to disagree because we're not coming to a common ground on these issues that we having, and it's okay too. You're not gonna always find a resolution in a conflict, but I think that overall can handle conflicts differently. Like there are so many ways to handle conflicts, and right now it's like we either fighting or shooting, and I'm just like, what happened to the conversation? Where's the conversations that are happening? Like it's just so much violence going on right now. So I challenge all of us is to become overall better communicators. Like just let's just have conversations. Like people, I used to talk to so many kids every single day about so many different things until like I was all talked out. But they helped me grow. They helped me grow because some of the stuff that they used to say to me was off the wall. Like I was just like, what what you just say? What's going on? What's happening? But like Ada had put in his on Instagram. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Make it make sense, man. People hate when you say that. People hate when you say that. People do not like that. But the calmer, if you ever paid attention to a hothead, the calmer that you are, the more upset people get sometimes. Why are you so mad? Why are you upset right now? I'm trying to find the actual root of all this aggression, verbal aggression that you have going on. I'm trying to understand you. Can you help? What they used to say? Help me help you. Like I'm lost. Like help me understand why you're upset, mad, happy, disappointed, whatever your emotions or how you feeling. First, you need to understand why you feel the way that you feel. Like, what's the root of everything that you feeling? First of all, and then like just express that. You know what I'm saying? Express how you feeling. Like just say how you feel. And like I said, I learned the hard way, man. You can't. Number one, I ain't always been like the best as far as like being honest about like how I feel, especially like romantically. I used to play with folks' feelings. I'm not gonna even hold you like for real. But then when you're doing a deep dive with yourself and you loving yourself and you like peeling back all the onions to try to put everything together, it's kind of like, dog, you can't. Don't treat people like that. Don't treat people like that. Like keep it 100, keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't always done that, and that's why now I know what I need to do to become a better communicator to tell people how I feel. To like even let's switch it up to like business. You meet somebody, you connect with them, y'all on the same wave, everything feels like it's aligning. Like follow up with them, talk to them, check on them. Like sometimes, when especially when you communicate in business, everything ain't gotta be about business. Hey, how you doing today? Everything going okay? You been having a good week? Okay, cool. Everything good then you talk about business. Everything good at the job? Everything good with the business? It's good? You good? You straight? All right. Um, Anybody who works with me directly, just know this. I don't even like I don't like going straight into talking about business. Somebody be like, da, 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 da. I be like, well, good morning. Even in my old job, well, good morning, hello, how are you? Good afternoon, good evening. That's just manners. Like, why are we just no? Hey, how you doing? Everything okay? All right, let's get into it. Like, people want to know that you care about them and what they have going on. Um, Communicate effectively. If you upset with somebody, ask them, can you have a conversation with them? Hey, when is a good time that we can sit down and have a conversation? But if you say it like that, people ain't gonna want to go sit down with you because they're gonna be running from that conversation. Like, oh snap, what I do? What I do? What I do? Why they upset? Oh my god, what's she gonna talk about? Oh my god, what? So try to put it in a way that lowers anxiety. Because if somebody hit me up and be like, hey, when you get a chance, can I talk to you? I'm calling them. Yep, nosy. What's going on? What's happening? Everything good? Like what? You know, when I care about somebody, like I don't know how to love somebody halfway. So when I care, I care. If I don't, I don't. So all the information that you get, you don't have to care about that. You don't have to care about everything that comes your way. Never do you have to do that. Like take in what you need to take in, avoid negativity, and just make the best out of situations. Like don't let people who are around make things worse. Don't do that. You know how many people you could just have a conversation with somebody 1 year, for especially like in a friend group. Let's talk friend groups, mutual friends, three mutual friends. So three mutual friends. So one of my friends made me upset. So I go and tell the other friend, man, such and such, man, tripping that I don't know what she got going on. So then what the other friend gonna do? Come on, y'all, this common sense. The other friend gonna go back and tell the other friend, hey, you know Angelica said you was tripping. She don't know what you got going on. Then this other friend, they got two options. They can start talking shit about me to the friend that came to them, or they can come to me and see why I feel the way that I feel. Now, most oftentimes it's the first option. Well, you know what? I don't like her anyway. Well, know how people really feel getting have a conflict with them and see how it's handled. Sometimes one small, minute conflict will end relationships, end friendships, and because the communication, it was a miscommunication. How do most arguments start? Miscommunications, misconversations, people not being honest, people not being direct. Most fights happen, especially like in schools and stuff like that. I work in middle schools. All they do is fight. All they do is fight. Like when I go teach therapeutic drumming, they be fighting. I be like, why you in here? Man, I slapped this girl in the class. What? I make them talk out situations. You could tell somebody maturity level if they're able to like talk out different situations. Yeah, I slapped her in the face. I'm talking to a boy. I'm like, you slapped her in the face. Are you a woman beater? He ain't thinking like that. You be beating on women? Nah, I don't beat on women. Oh, okay. Relax. Why you slapping girls in the class? There's nothing else you can do. Yeah, it's something else I could have did. I probably could have, told the teacher she was messing with me before I slapped her in the face. Oh, okay, cool. So if that happened again, can you try that? Like, people be knowing right from wrong and what to do in different situations, but we make poor choices sometimes, and so no matter what choices we make, it's gonna be a consequence behind it. You make a good choice, you making great choices, great things are probably gonna, come from the choices that you make. If you're making terrible choices, if you just out here just being reckless, the consequences of that's not gonna be too positive. It's gonna be negative. That's gonna be negative. But it starts with how you treat people and how you talk to people. Um, and I'm getting better with like how I talk to my players, but at the same time, it's just like this. With different conversations, you have to be able to alter your communication style. I'm sorry, your communication style to fit the need of the actual conversation. Like it's like coaching basketball. You can't coach all your players the same way because they're not gonna be able to handle it. Some people you can get on them and they take that and they use that and they feel that and then boom, they're doing exactly what you need to do. Some people you yell at them like, ah, they're sitting in the corner and they're crying. You like, oh snap, like did I go too hard? Yeah, you probably did. You didn't say the right shit. Yeah, you probably did go too hard. So just knowing like when to be like, hey, let me talk to you for a second. I need you to get on the block, post up. When I give you the ball, do a drop step, go up strong, get an and one. That's what I need from you. Okay. Okay, yeah. But somebody else will be like, what are you doing? Didn't we da 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 da? Like it's just how you say what you say, setting up the conversation. Don't make people feel like they have to be on defense mode when they talk to you. I'm very passionate when I speak. So if I'm upset, I'm upset. If I'm whatever feelings I feel, I'm a very expressive woman, and I don't have a poker face. I've never have. Um, I'm working on it though, but it's not going too well. But oftentimes I might be thinking about something too hard. And people think I'm upset. Boom, it's a miscommunication already. Because now I look unapproachable to you. So instead of saying, "Hey, is everything okay?" and I could be like, "Oh yeah, everything's fine. I just had a lot of thoughts going on in my head that I wanted to think about. Yeah, everything's cool. What's going on?" Instead of that, you want to be like, "Oh shit, she upset. Damn, she always mad." You're just making assumptions because you don't know how to communicate. You would rather talk shit. Like a lot of people, especially like at these jobs, I'm gonna go back to the jobs. It's like talking shit, bro. They don't have no life. You don't have no life. You don't have any ambition. You don't have. You just want to talk. You want to run your mouth, and so it's easy to talk about somebody that everybody likes just to stir up the pot. Like people are weird. Like people are weird and people are messy. You just gotta make sure that you're doing what you need to do to be the best that you can be. So if something upsets you, rubs you the wrong way, make sure you're not yelling and cussing nobody out. Just I mean, I used to tell my kids, and something I learned from one of the therapists too. Just stop and think, then react. Stop for a second. Think about what's actually happening right now. It's so many times I used to be like, what is going on right now? Still to this day, I'm like, am I? It's not me. It's not me. It's like, what is happening? Stop, think, then react. Okay. So what I learned is, if somebody coming at me crazy, yelling, cussing, rah 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 rah, matching that energy ain't gonna do nothing but make things worse. Like make things worse. You gotta make sure you drive your energy in the right place with the right people. Like you waste so much time and effort when you're trying to like match negativity with negativity. For what? Now then this person got you all out of character. You all that healing and spiritual work you've been working on out the window because this one person decided, to have a moment with you. Try being calm. People hate when you say calm too. Like calm down. No, I'm not gonna calm down. Why are you so upset? What's going on? That's something. So when people get that upset for no reason, you know what I do? I be like, that don't got nothing to do with me. You upset about something that's something like, are you even you? If the smallest thing set you up to the point like the police may have to be called, you got a problem. It's something wrong. It's a deeper dive that you need to take. Like I'm not a therapist. I don't do anger management. I don't do any of those things. You know what I'm saying? The most I do is drum therapy. I be telling the kids, man, I'd rather you hit this drum than, make the drum talk. Stop hitting people, hit the drum. They be like, my hand hurt. And you know what I say to them? Well, was your hand hurting when you slapped that boy or girl in the classroom? Okay, then. So let's go ahead and get going. Stop making excuses. But no, you just gotta communicate the right way, man. For real, for real. Like people don't like to be called out, especially in front of their family, their loved ones, they boo. Listen, no, 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 no. That's the perfect way for things to go left. Y'all ever watched How to Get Married? The first one when they was at that table and all the secrets got exposed. They didn't have to go like that, but it's a movie. But stuff really be happening like that. Like things be going left so quickly. And the parties involved, they just need to learn how to talk through that. You know what I'm saying? Me, you gotta know your triggers too. Know what triggers you, especially in conversations. Me, don't yell at me. Cause you ain't my mama. First of all, you're not my mom, and my mom doesn't yell at me. So if you think I'm gonna let you yell at me, no, it's not. It's not gonna be a productive conversation. Also, staying calm. You got an upper hand when you stay calm. You know how many times I've been like, so this conversation is becoming unproductive. Neither one of us are getting anything out of it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and table this and discontinue this. And maybe we can come back to the table and come to a common ground. But if not, that's all right too. But currently, right here, right now, this is going absolutely nowhere. Nothing that I said was disrespectful. I didn't elevate my voice. My affect was kind of flat, but it's kind of because like I have to talk like that so I can stay calm. Cause if you know me, if I set it off, then it's gonna be bad. Like it's gonna be bad. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that person anymore. I used to be one person say something to me, I'm going off. I'm going off. Don't say nothing about my mama. It's off to this day. Though. For real, though, don't say nothing about my mama. But like, you just gotta find better ways to communicate your thoughts and your feelings. And if you are the receiver of the message, can y'all show some grace and some empathy, please? You know what I'm saying? So what grace is like for me is for probably for like the past 4 or 5 months, I haven't been the best friend that I could be. Like I haven't been like too much calling people. I've been missing birthday celebrations. Like I just been really trying to get me together. And from my vantage point, I feel like, man, I just need some grace. I need some grace. I'm trying to get me together. I'm trying to make sure I'm good first. And a lot of times if you've been the person who's always there, who always shows up, who's this and this for so long, that's your role to certain people. But things change, people change, attitudes change, relationships change. And so you have to give people that space and that grace to become who they need to become, to be their best version of themselves, to continue to have, like that type of communication. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of people I ain't never fell out with. We just don't talk like we used to. Sometimes this shit gets sad, but at the same time, like I'm in a whole other space. I'm in a whole other place. My passions have changed. My interests have changed. My friend groups have changed drastically, and it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, let's normalize like, hey man, we don't hang out no more, we don't kick no more, but it ain't no beef. It ain't no animosity. I wish you the best. And then some. We just got like different like when I was when you best friends with people when you younger, you like, man, we best friends for life. We in this forever. You know what I'm saying? Then you get older, you like, man, I don't got time to do nothing no more. Like I don't have time to do anything, to kick it, to hang out, to be social. I'm a very social person, but like different situations have changed who I socialize with. That's really what it is. The beauty of life is if you vibe out with somebody, y'all friends, y'all close, y'all kick it, y'all hang out, y'all whatever y'all do to have fun, y'all got mutual interests. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's cool or whatever. But like when you start going to the left and they ain't quite going with you, that's all right too. Don't get mad at people because like they're growing and they change. And the only thing constant in the world is change. Did I know that? The only thing that is constant in the world is change. And like, who want to be the same person they was when they was I don't know, 15? I don't want to be 15, 15. Like, no, you're gonna grow. You're gonna meet people. They're gonna teach you things. They're gonna show you things. But it's okay to communicate. It's okay to communicate. It's okay to have some closure. I used to be really bad with like when I wanted stuff to end, I wouldn't even say nothing. They be like, "Dang, you ain't gonna tell such and such." I'm like, "Nah, they'll figure it out. Let's stop doing it. They'll figure it out. Just tell them how you want it to be." Yeah, you gonna hurt people's feelings if you like, "Hey, moving forward, I don't think this is for me anymore." Like, my feelings have changed a little bit. I hope you understand, but I'm just moving in a different direction. That be the lose lose right there. So, cause what I said just now, I feel like that was very like yeah, like I understand, but it never goes well. It never goes well because they always talk about stuff like, well, what about when you said this and you told me this? And at the time, I did feel that way. Like on my mama, like I did feel those like, but my feelings have changed. You gotta allow people that area in this space to change and grow and become who they meant to be. You know what I'm saying? As you grow and you evolve and you change, your conversations change, the way you talk changes, the way you dress changes, your inner circle may change just depending on if they're moving in the same direction as you. And it's okay. It's okay. I think people get butt hurt and they feel like, oh, this man gonna leave me behind. Leave you behind where? Ain't you supposed to be what's up? What's up? We said we want to do stuff, knock out goals, do things together. So let's do that and let's communicate and let's not have any missed conversations. Another thing that helps is knowing how to handle challenging conversations. I literally had to take like several trainings on this because I was a hothead. Like I didn't know how to like just talk through certain things that didn't make sense to me. It's hard for me when things do not. I'm a very logical thinker, so when things do not make sense to me, it's hard for me to process certain things. But I took on a couple of trainings on, just how to have a challenging conversation, and that's how I learned how to just like stop waiting. Something bothering if there's something bothering you, have a conversation. Call schedule a meeting. If you feel like, man, I want to talk to such and such so bad about such because I feel like if I go in here and she say the wrong thing, it's up. I don't even gotta be like that. Sit down and have a conversation. Hey, a good thing if you gotta have a tough conversation and you think it's gonna go left, role play with somebody. Role play with somebody. That's what I used to have to do. Role play with somebody so you if have this person be the other person like on some real like this is probably what they might say or if they say this so you can know what to do and how to handle it if it does go left. Um During the challenging conversation you want to stick to the fact of the matter. The fact we're not talking about how you feel, your opinions, your emotions. We're talking about the facts. Let's stick to the facts of the conversation. You also don't want to bring in, well, such and such said, so and so said, well, if it wasn't, we're not talking about. People get mad because when they try to bring in other people into a conversation I'm having with them, I'm like, I don't care about that. I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about me and you and what you said and what I said and what I'm saying and what you're saying. That's how we get down to the heart of the matter, baby. You know what I'm saying? So being able to stick to the facts, make eye contact, staying on topic. One thing I used to really I'm working on this struggle with empathy because I used to like man suck it up man like what's up with you like what you got going on? As nice as I am, it has been a struggle. So another important thing when you're having a challenging conversation, validate people's feelings. Validate is more so like Acknowledge. Acknowledge people's feelings. You don't have to agree with how they feel. Like if I say, man, I'm mad as hell, da 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 da, blah blah blah. Somebody like, man, she tripping, man. Why she mad? Girl, validate my feelings. Like acknowledge my feelings. Like it's a reason that I feel the way that I feel. I can explain to you the way that I feel, the way that I feel. But let me tell you something. I ain't gonna explain nothing if you acting minute about my feelings. If you acting like my feelings ain't nothing. It's people will sit up here and tell you their life story, and then when you need to vent, they don't be around, yo. They don't listen to you. They don't listen to you. So it's just kind of like, man, listen, I feel away. Wow, what's going on, man? I went out to eat last night. I asked you kindly, don't touch my food, my leftovers that I had in the refrigerator. I go to work. I get off work, had a long day, thinking about these leftovers I got in the refrigerator. Like, dang, somebody be fire, I can't wait. I get home, take my shoes off, relax. You know what I'm saying? My leftovers gone. So now I'm mad. So the person that ate the leftovers, like, and there ain't nothing to be mad about, bro. You don't know what kind of day I had. You don't know what I was looking forward to. Do you know if I got some bread to buy me some more food? Like, there's a lot of factors that people don't, think about, especially when they take stuff like food, drinks, this is whatever they take. So instead of being like, bro, you tripping, you should probably rephrase that. Hey, man, I just want to listen. I'm not going to even lie to you. You don't even got to put yourself in a scenario and be like, I ain't going to lie to you. If that happened to me, I'll be mad too. Man, you don't even got to do all that. It's just, listen, my bad. I just want to validate your feelings. Like, I understand, like, why you feel the way that you feel. Man, that's my fault. You want to buy you some food right now? Or you want to cash out you some food so you get, what you want to eat? That's my bad, man. You did tell me not to. I think a lot of it is accountability and acknowledgement, being able to do it verbally. But sometimes we get scared, we get embarrassed, or we just don't talk. We just don't talk the way that we should talk. Like if somebody hit you up today and be like, "Can I get $40 into Friday?" Me, don't get them the $40 today. Wednesday. Man, what's gonna be the difference between today and Friday? If you really don't want to get them the $40, just don't give it to them. You don't have to do nothing that you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to do something, do it. If it's gonna hurt you to do it, don't do it. Don't think twice about it. But no $40, $50, $100, whatever to Friday. It be that lack of communication between Wednesday and Friday. I give you $40 today into Friday. Friday come. I just want you to send me the money, man. I just want you to send me the money. But if you can't send me the money, tell me what's going on. What's going on? Man, I thought I was gonna be able to do it. I this and this and this going on. Is it okay if I set it up for this day? Yeah. All right, cool. But like, just keep people in the loop. A lot of times, people just want to be in the loop. They want to know what's going on. They want to know what you got going on. They want to see, what I'm saying, what's happening. And when we don't communicate, we just leave things up to assumption. And you know what happens when you assume. Everybody know what happens when you assume. I just go ahead and let y'all know. You make an ass out of you and me when you assume. That's just what it is. That's assume. So just have a conversation. Let's talk about it. Even if we gotta, people when emotions are high, people decide to still have a conversation. If they crying, this gonna sound so bad, but in the past, somebody has like literally been crying in my face, and I'm like, well, all right, I gotta go because I can't even do this right now. But I'm a different person now. So somebody crying, I'm like, everything okay? Like, what's going on? Like, why are you crying? Why do you feel the way that you feel? Like being able to show that you care about somebody, care about people, nurture their feelings, validate their feelings. But if they make you feel some type of way, be able to communicate that effectively. Like be able to be like, hey, I didn't like when you said this. When you said this, you made me feel like this. And I don't deserve, like a lot of people feel like because we friends, because we go back, because we went to high school together, because we raising our kids the same way, we whatever the case may be, that they can just say whatever they want to say, however they want to say it. and I don't agree with that. I don't think you should just be able to be disrespectful because we got a history. I think because we have history, you should be respectful. We talk about business and professionalism. If you hate your customer service job, please quit. The holiday season's coming up. Black Friday will be here sooner than we know it. Christmas, New Year's Eve. If you don't like your customer service representative job, don't work there. Don't work there because I'm one of them good customers. Like I have joy. I'm cheerful. I'm happy. I'm in a good mood. You mad at me because I came here and bought this hat and you slanging my shit? I don't like that type of stuff. Like what I do to you, what I do to you. But also us as customers, be mindful that people be stressed out. People going through it. Everybody's short staffed. Don't nobody want to work no more. It's hard to get jobs. It's hard to find housing. Excuse me. If inflation is crazy, groceries high as shit, gas is high, life is lifing. So I just encourage all of us to just be a little bit more kind to one another. You know what I'm saying? Like a hello and a smile can make somebody day. You don't know what people going through at all. People hold in so many things and like just hold it all in to the point they might implode. You don't know what's happening in people's lives, man. So like I choose kindness because I just don't want to. I don't like all that conflict. I don't like fighting. I don't like violence. I don't like especially domestic stuff. Like I don't like anything like that. So that's why I'm very mindful on who I choose to communicate with, on what I talk about. It's okay to be a little private. Everybody don't got to know your business, what you're doing, what you're doing, what you're saying, who you with, what's the play. Like some people are for you and some people plotting on you. So you got to know the difference and know who to talk to about what, when, where, and how. And once you master that, man, listen, you gonna once you really know how to communicate effectively, you gonna notice that a lot of people don't. And people are going for the age of, man, she about 40, she don't know. Man, listen, I've never really agreed with putting like an age on certain things. Like, man, she about 40. You don't know. We don't know her experiences. We don't know her trauma. We don't know what she's been through. That affects your communication, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? If you was like neglected and abandoned growing up, and people said they was gonna do stuff and they didn't do it and things like that, that affects how you communicate with people. Like if every time you was talking when you was younger, somebody said, "Shut the hell up," you ain't gonna want to talk to nobody. Like if every time you talk, your caregiver made you feel like, damn, what I'm saying ain't nothing. Like I'm stupid for saying anything or opening my mouth as an adult. Unless you work through that, your communication skills not gonna be what they need to be. It's about how, like a lot of it is just how you were raised. I'm not gonna even hold you. I got the best mama in the world. I know everybody be like, nah, man, my mama is fire. Let me tell you what she used to make us do. Though I can't even make this up. So growing up, like I'm the oldest of four. You gonna fight your brothers and sisters or whatever your siblings if you got siblings. Y'all gonna have a lot of fights. It's gonna be a lot of fights, a lot of yelling. It was a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? But as we got older and like we get into it, I cannot make this up. She used to make us have family meetings. I used to be mad as hell in the meeting, like, why we gotta sit here? Like we really had to sit down and like she had like sometimes she had like a visual to talk about like what's the actual problem. This stuff sometimes will last for hours, but it showed me how to talk through my problems. Everybody can't get it with the muscle, man. Sometimes you literally have to talk. Talk about how you feel. Talk about how that made you feel. Now, the thing about it is, you could be a great communicator and ready to talk and get through things. But like number one, like I said earlier, a lot of people don't comprehend well. When people are upset, they be blacking out and shit. So they hear what they want to hear instead of what you're actually saying. Another pet peeve I have is when people are trying to explain something. For me, it's hard for me because I mean, I'm pretty smart, but I do not like when people are trying to like explain stuff to you, but they just saying the same thing over and over in a different way. I give you an example. Man, like I'm super duper like tired, man. I had a long day. I did like a whole bunch of different things, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't sleep well at all, and then I had to do so many different things. Oh my gosh, the exhaustion I am experiencing for such a busy day. Bro, I just said the same thing three different ways. And like when I'm and I got you and like when I'm communicating and stuff like that, like you just have to be, I don't know, clear and concise with the message that you're trying to give. Be clear, be concise. Don't be too emotional. Don't wear your emotions on your sleeve. Make sure that you are calm and they are calm. You guys can have a calm conversation and get on the same get on the same page. If you're able to resolve whatever the conflict is, that's cool too. That's cool if you can come up with conflict resolution, but we ain't always got to get it with our fists and our muscles. Like the way that you communicate can make or break a romantic relationship. The way that you communicate can make or break a friendship, even if it's been decades and 15, 20 years. Like it's the way that you communicate and the way you say the things that you say. Watch how you talk to these folks at the job. Everybody not for you. Some people are got a secret notebook writing down your every move and trying to get you caught up. So just be mindful. Always be mindful of who's in the room. You never know who's in the room. Last word of advice: you only get one chance to make a first impression. All right. So shout out to everybody who joined me on Instagram. Listen, y'all got to start coming on Instagram at 8 o'clock because at 8 o'clock p.m. every Wednesday on bldradio.com, I'm having conversations with the Connect. Thank you everybody who tuned in tonight. Before we leave, since I got so many people that hopped on, currently going on right now is my first annual blanket drive. Connect with the Connect blanket drive. I have different drop off locations in different areas of the city. BLD radio station in Doraville is a drop off location. Cutie Nails and Spa in Midtown Atlanta is a drop off location, and you can get 10% off your services when you drop off a new blanket at Cutie Nails and Spa. Vibe Out ATL is located in Decatur. Unlimited Eat Studios. Shout out to the official Ink Lady. Is located in Riverdale, Georgia. And Slay with Daughters is a natural hair salon located in Jonesboro. And that's a drop off location if you like. Where do I get the blankets from, man? Look, Walmart got like $4 blankets, $5 blankets. Like really good, nice, you know, blankets. Me myself, you see this beauty right here? Yes, y'all like that? Five and below. Five and below. So this year I partnered with Kim Blasingame from Families First, and we are partnered with the Navigator program, helping families find resources and navigate through homelessness and different barriers that they are having in their community. And we're going to collect blankets, and we're going to collect cleaning supplies, and we're going to collect toiletries. We're going to donate all of these things to those families. So, like I said, if you're watching this, you know what's going on. You see what's going on, man. Donate a blanket. I'm gonna catch y'all next Wednesday on bldradio.com, and I'm the Connect. What's up? All right, IG, I'm out. Peace.